And we're here in Houston, Texas for the 2019 World Series. Today we meet players and managers before the show starts. Both teams are excited and filled with confidence. Every player knows they have what it takes to hold that trophy when the final game is played. For most people, the Nationals being here is a big surprise, but that's how baseball is, an unpredictable game. The Astros know most people picked them to win their second World Series, and both teams know winning 4 games is tough for any team. So let's hear what they have to say here at Media Day for the World Series. Both teams have great defense. How difficult this is going to be?
Yeah, I mean, the defense, the pitching, 2 really good teams, obviously. I think teams built kind of in similar ways. As funny as it is nowadays with, people getting away from classic, starting pitching, defense, some stolen bases, things like that. Both of these teams are kind of built kind of old school, I guess. But, runs are going to be hard to come by, so you're going to have to grind out at bats. When you get opportunities, you're going to have to take advantage of them.
Shoot, this is my first time here too. I'm hoping somebody give me some advice. So no, you just got to play. It's the same game, but we just got to go out and believe in ourselves and just play your game. Whatever you do well, just continue to do it.
The defensive part of both teams has been really good in the playoffs. How difficult it's going to make it in this series?
I think it's probably going to play a really big role in the series. Our defense, I think, is something that's gotten better for us over the course of the season. There were times early in the year where maybe we made some mistakes. Pitchers put defense in a bad spot because of walks, falling behind in counts a lot. But here in the playoffs, in the second half of the season and into the playoffs, our defense has been really good. And one of the reasons that we've been able to get to this point is because we haven't made those mistakes that give the other team second chances or allow them to take extra bases. So I think against a team like the Astros, who can be very, very aggressive on the bases, kind of controlling that and not giving away outs, not giving away 90 feet, I think that's going to be really important.
I know you guys are not the favorite for this World Series, but how do you keep all the noise away and just go for it?
I think at this point, I think we're used to it. I think the way people counted us out in May, early in the season, nobody expected us to get to this point. So we've been proving people wrong for a long time, for a large portion of the season. So for us, it's kind of business as usual. We've embraced that role, and I think we feel really comfortable where we're at.
Can you describe the emotion in the ballpark when you guys won the championship?
Unreal. I mean, it was unbelievable. Our home fans really have showed up. Really all year. They've been terrific. I show my family the video. There's a guy that came out from the center field wall, and we're yelling and screaming, Robles and Soto and I, and you can't hear a word we're saying. It's just really surreal that you got 45,000 people screaming their heads off, and like I said, you can't even hear yourself from the person next to you. So just a lot of excitement.
The defense of both teams, can you talk about how challenging it's going to be for this World Series?
Yeah, no, I think that's one of our strengths, has been all year. I could be talking out of turn, but I think the outfield has been exceptional. We've worked our absolute butts off all year with Soto and Robles. Soto hadn't played a lot of left, and we've really tried to work him in starting in spring training. Robles is an unbelievable defender, and just trying to basically gel together as an outfield. But yeah, in a loud arena like here in Houston, it will be challenging. They're going to be loud, but we have our keys. We have our visual keys. We're making sure we're making eye contact dang near every play. And like I said, we're going to kind of lean on that.
Can you describe the emotion in the ballpark with the fans when you guys won the championship?
It was amazing, just because a lot of people counted us out, and to kind of prove a lot of people wrong. And being the oldest team in baseball is pretty cool, and to kind of let that be known, I guess, so to speak. So
how challenging it's going to be this World Series?
It's going to be very challenging because you look at their starting staff, and it's some of the best in baseball. I think it's going to be amazing for fans to see our starting staff against their starting staff, kind of old school baseball. And so I think it's going to be a very unique World Series.
Well, obviously they're really good, Scherzer, Strasburg, and Carving and Neil Sanchez. They're really good. Obviously, we have to go at that and do everything we can, but they have a good team.
I know a lot of people were surprised Nationals made it this far. What it doesn't surprise you?
I don't think it surprises any of us that we're playing against them in the World Series. They have an incredible pitching staff, and then offensively they're led by Anthony Rendon, who's an MVP. He's incredible.
How do you guys just stay concentrated and not think about the expectations of you guys winning this World Series?
I think we've played 11 games this postseason now, and I think the next however many we play in the World Series will feel like just normal games because we've been playing in so many postseason games to this point.
You guys were surprised when you saw Washington moving on?
I don't think we were. I think you look at that team, that's a really good team, and they were playing really good baseball down the stretch, and that's how you get to the World Series. You play well towards the end of the year, and that's what they did.
Both teams have great defense. How intense is going to be?
It's gonna be based on there's gonna be a lot of defensive pitching. You got to make the big play and you got to make the big pitch. And then as an offense, you got to grind it out. You got to figure out a way to compete and keep the line moving and get the next guy up.
How exciting has been this whole World Series?
It's awesome. We all dream about it as kids, and now for a lot of us, this is our second one, and get a chance to be around it and see the atmosphere and see how excited everybody is to be a part of it. So I think we're all excited.
It's crazy. I still can't kind of believe it. It'll be fun to get out there tomorrow with the crowd going crazy and stuff. And what a group to do it with. It's been so much fun throughout the last 2 years and this postseason run, and just excited to get it going.
Were you guys surprised when you saw Washington moving on to the World Series?
No, I wasn't. I think, when you look at their team, heck, you can look at their team over the last 6 years. They've always been they've had an unbelievable on paper, and obviously they weren't able to put it together in years past, but this year they were. And, when we saw them in a short series or even in a long series, that starting pitching they have over there is really, really good. They got some great young talent. I don't think it was a shock. I think a lot of us thought they could really do some damage when they get into the postseason.
I know both teams are defensively great. How difficult this series could be?
I don't know. We'll see.
How difficult is this series going to be?
Extremely. That's a great team over there. Offensively, defensively, I think they've saved the most runs as a team, and it's not even close, which shows who they have as a defensive mentality. That they go get the ball. The infielders go get it. The outfielders go get it. Our team plays the same way. If the ball is in the air, I believe that I got a chance. So I just think it's two really, really great teams, heading at each other, and we'll see what happens.
From Houston, Texas, this is Claudia Gestro for the LA Post-Examiner.